Hello guys, Brickheadz here, and today we got some huge new Lego leaks, so stay tuned to find out more. If you do enjoy the video, why not like the video, subscribe and turn notifications to help us get to 80,000 subscribers, but let's get into it. So Lego Stranger Things has been something that's been around for quite a few years now. We saw the Upside Down set released back in 2019, and we saw the theme get a little bit of a revival in 2025 with, of course, the Brickheadz 4-pack, which released just a few weeks ago. Now, thanks to Bricks though, it seems that 11370 is going to be a brand new Stranger Things set, and this one is expected to be based around Season 5. In terms of set details, it's coming in with 2,593 pieces, so similar size to the previous Stranger Things set, and it's expected to come in at a price tag of $300. It's about £270 for those of you in the UK. That one launching as well the first sets of 2026 on January 1st, 2026. And Bricks suggests this one should be something to do with the radio station that we see heavily featured within the kind of Season 5 merchandise and also the trailers. Then also the radio van is likely to be included as well. Seems it probably will be that radio building, and it will be interesting to see as well, will it have an upside down version, just like we saw with the Stranger Things set back in 2019. And I could see this one potentially having a little bit of some spoiler context given it's launching just after the season finishes on January 1st. It is also reported that 13 minifigures will be included, which is actually a really good amount for a $300 set. So I'm sure a lot of it will be excited to get some brand new Stranger Things minifigures, and given how expensive that previous set is, probably for a lot of you it will be the first Stranger Things minifigures you are going to be able to get. I do also have a little theory as well. If you look at the Brickheadz, which were released a few weeks ago, for some reason it says on the box Season 1 designs, which makes me think we could potentially get more Stranger Things Brickheadz in 2026, as the original Brickheadz didn't have the season on them back in 2021, 2022. So fingers crossed we do get some brand new Stranger Things Brickheadz to go along with this set. And also the retail site Brickmerch does list 2 icons gift with purchase for January 1st. So one of those is for the modular. The thing is also likely there will be an exclusive gift with purchase with the Stranger Things set. We'll just have to see. But exciting things nonetheless if you are a big fan of Stranger Things. Then we're going to go from Stranger Things to the Goonies, where today we got a first look at the brand new set. If you haven't know the details with the Lego Goonies set though, this one is set to be set number 21363, The Goonies The Ship. This one, the final ideas set of 2025, coming in with 2,912 pieces, and retailing for a little bit of an expensive price tag of $330, so about £290 for those of you in the UK, and that one is launching in just over 2 weeks time on November 1st, 2025. Lego have definitely downscaled the Goonies set from that original submission where we had the giant pirate ship. I think it was always expected it wasn't going to be a $600-700 pirate ship, but it is going to pack loads of seasons into it. They've gone for a similar design from what we saw with the One Piece Barity, where on one side it is open with all the scenes, and then on the other side you are going to have the pirate ship. It is going to be about 60 centimeters long and 40 centimeters in height, so it isn't the smallest set and it isn't the biggest set, but it is going to be pretty perfect and maybe kind of worthwhile for that price tag. You're going to have tons of little features as well, where you can turn different buttons to have action features play out within the model. I'm sure if you watch the Goonie film, seeing all these different references will definitely bring that memories back to you, and will probably make you want to buy this set when it is launching on November 1st. If we look to the top, there is also going to be some cloth sales as well, which often makes the price a little bit higher in Lego's eyes when they do include those cloth sales. It is also going to be packed with minifigures. I believe we're getting about 12 or 13 in total, so these are going to be all the iconic characters from the Goonies, of course, including Sloth, which does have a brand new head design in terms of like the headpiece with that pirate hat. There's going to be tons of different references and all the accessories like the pizza box, the chocolate bar. It's going to be packed with Goonies fans references. As you might be able to tell, I haven't really watched the Goonies, but I'm sure if you're a big fan of Goonies, all these minifigure designs will look great to you. Plenty of new torso and lay printing on some of the characters as well, so it does look pretty good. And if you're going to be buying this one on release on November 1st, there is also going to be an exclusive gift with purchase. This one is going to be set number 40773, being Goonies The Walsh's Attic, including 2 minifigures and tons of exclusive sticker details as well. It's one of the best gift with purchase Lego has probably done so far this year, so I'm sure this one will definitely command a high price on the aftermarket, as of course you are only going to be able to get this one when you're buying the Goonies set on release, and hopefully that Disney gift with purchase does also stay in stock, so then you can stack some promos on November 1st. But yeah, that is the Lego Goonies set, and I think overall rounds out what has been a pretty good year for Lego ideas, and I cannot wait to see what they got coming in 2026. Then back in 2023, Lego launched the Gardens of the World series, which were these small dioramas of brick-built gardens, which went down a pretty good success with the Tranquil Garden, and then things got off to a little bit of a bumpy continuation last year with the Spanish Garden. But now, thanks to Brickmerch, we know that 11372 will be a brand new Gardens of the World. We don't know what specific garden yet, but we do know that it will contain 1,102 pieces. It should be commanding a price tag of $120 or £105, so definitely a little bit pricey. And this one is also going to be launching on January 1st, 2026. So like we saw with the Spanish Garden, there was a lot of exclusive printed pieces, so hopefully that is going to be a similar case to command that high price to piece ratio for an unlicensed Lycon set with a lot of smaller pieces, but I'm sure nonetheless the build experience will end up being pretty good. I'm sure if you're a fan of these garden sets to have on your displays, this one will be one that you're picking up in January. Also launching in January is going to be the latest Lego Speed Champion set, which everyone is excited about. This one, of course, being the brand new Back to the Future, the DeLorean. This one could be one of the best Lego sets, if not the best Lego Speed Champion set they've ever made so far. This one, recreating the DeLorean, you can even have a 2-in-1 function to rebuild it from different movies. It's going to include both Doc Marty and also Marty McFly, which is going to be great for minifigure collectors. The first time that Lego Speed Champions has ever included 2 minifigures. And this one is also going to be keeping that same price tag of $28 or £23, even though it is going to have a lot of pieces, lots of prints, and then also some minifigures. I think this one will be a real highlight of the 2025 portfolio. But that's all though. As far into Bricks, we know even more Speed Champions are on the way in 2025. We don't know the exact details, but we can speculate a little bit. A 77258 is going to be a brand new Speed Champion set. This one is going to include 201 pieces coming in for $28. Quite a low piece count, which I'll get onto in a moment. The second one is going to be 77259. Also a brand new Speed Champion set. This one a little bit more pieces, but still low compared to normal Speed Champions, coming in with 215 pieces, also retailing for that $20 price tag. And these are going to be a brand new Speed Champions wave launching on March 1st, 2026. Now I'm going to speculate with the information that we have, as of course this year we saw Lego Speed Champions launch the massive Formula 1 wave. That was on March 1st of 2025. And later this year, the Kick Sauber car is going to be retiring due to F1 basically retiring the Kick brand. And there's going to be a brand new team replacing the Kick team, and that is going to be the Audi F1 car. There's also going to be Cadillac joining the F1 teams for the first time. So there's going to be 2 brand new F1 cars in that 2026 season, which potentially could be those 2 mystery sets. And also the Speed Champion sets did have quite a low piece count for the F1 cars compared to the normal sets. So it's all kind of lending itself to these 2 being F1 cars. Of course, that is just speculation for now, but we'll see what Lego has up its sleeve when we see that brand new March wave revealed. Of course, in January though, we also are getting 77257 being the McLaren W1. Now, thanks to BrickTap, we know this one will include a rear engine, an infotainment display, air intakes on the side and hood as some of the features, and also an adjustable rear wing for road or track driving. So I'm excited to see this McLaren M1. Lego always does a great job with the McLaren cars. Can't wait to see this one. And I think overall Lego Speed Champions is just shaping up really well in 2026. And of course, always, if you don't stay up to date with the latest Lego news, you can follow me on Instagram at brick_clicker. And also a huge thank you to the channel members: Papa Rex, Krispy Kreme, One Brick Stud, Slapshot Bricks, Phantom Breeze, Pixel Brixel Geek, Mr. Duran Gaming, Simon, M&J Bricks, Jackie Like, PBJ Builds, Hans Scotty, Kai and Benito. Huge thank you for being members of the Clickers and Brickers membership. Now on to Lord of the Rings, probably a lot of people's favourite Lego sub-theme at the moment. Now, we've known for a few weeks now that 113 something part of the Icons line will be Lord of the Rings minus Turf. Now, thanks to BrickTap, we know some information on the minifigures, including Gandalf the White, King Aragorn, Pippin, Denethor, and Faramir will be included, and also 3 or 4 Gondor soldiers will be included in the set. And also, kind of people in BrickTap are speculating this will be the entire Minas Tirith rather than just a section of it, which could mean this ends up being a massive Lego Lord of the Rings set, kind of the size of Rivendell or Barad-dûr, which I'm sure a lot of you will welcome after maybe the letdown of the kind of the Butnook and also the Shire. So Lord of the Rings is definitely looking cool as we move into 2025. But before that though, we are getting of course a Star Trek set, and we got a look at one of the brand new minifigures which will be included in that set. You can see it is going to include some arm printing, exclusive torso printing, not leg printing, but it isn't really needed, and then also a reuse of a hairpiece. Of course, that Star Trek set is going to be launching on Black Friday, so hopefully we'll see images in a few weeks' time. Then on to the latest Lego magazines, where for the Jurassic World one, we are going to be getting an Alan Grant on a little hovercraft. It will include, of course, a hovercraft backing, and then a little place for the minifigure to sit, and even a little dinosaur tranquilizer. So the Jurassic World gifts are always really great for giving us a substantial build and also a minifigure. And then for the Lego Dreams one, we are going to be getting one of the latest versions of Mateo, also with 2 different facial expressions, a little balaclava, and then also a Z-Blob sword will be included for the latest Lego Dreams magazine. Then we're going to move over to Asia, where there is coming in an exclusive gift with purchase, being the game levels. This was essentially given out if you did partake in an exclusive kind of make and take and also playthrough of the game in selected Lego stores, mainly across China, but I think other areas of Asia as well. Did also come in this exclusive insiders branding with the gaming controller on the front, then the pieces were in one of those bags on the inside. So a nice little gift with purchase if you are in the Asia area. Then also on eBay and kind of in different places, this Spider-Man and Sandman kind of diorama gift with purchase has appeared. It is believed this one could be kind of a cancelled gift with purchase from New York Comic Con. Apparently apparently Lego was meant to have its own booth and then cancelled it at the last moment. Of course, Warner Bros. Did with the Batman game, but Lego didn't end up having theirs, so this could be kind of a cancelled gift with purchase, which I'm sure they'll reuse at some point from New York Comic Con. Then over the past week, there's been a lot of kind of criticism of the price of the Lego fish tank. We now know the confirmed price is $480 rather than $500, which I guess every penny counts. They did also reveal a brand new gift with purchase, which does have a little bit of a dark side. This one being a fish filter with a fish trapped inside. For those of you who own an aquarium will know if a fish gets trapped in a filter, it's usually not a good sign. So maybe a little bit of a dark promo from Lego. Nonetheless though, it will be coming in one of those yellow boxes. You will only be able to get this one if you buy the Lego $480 aquarium. I mean, it does look really good, but everyone can kind of just agree it does seem just too expensive. Maybe if it was $350, it would definitely sell a little bit better, but we'll just have to see. There's also going to be this miniature fish tank with 150 pieces. This one will be a Lego Insiders reward, so you get it from the Insiders Reward Center on the Lego website when this one becomes available. Then thanks to Brick Merch and also Brickheadz, we got the first little information on this year's Chinese New Year sets. Of course, we tend to get 2 sets from Lego every year, and then kind of a smaller set to go alongside it as well. Well, first off, we know that the smaller set for this year will be 40864 being the Fortune Master. So this one will be a little bit of probably a smaller sculpture, kind of a $20 or $30. In terms of the bigger sets though, these will include 80119 for $110 and 800118, this one coming in for $90. And like we always see, 2 Chinese New Year sets launching on January 1st. And fingers crossed they go back to kind of these minifigure building style sets. As in the past year or so, we've seen them more go towards these kind of brick built sets with no minifigures. And if you look at the sales on Lego Shop at Home, these definitely haven't been selling. So fingers crossed we get something amazing like the Spring Lantern Festival or the Family Reunion Celebration. We get some great Chinese New Year sets. Of course, they do often reveal those at the start of November at the Chinese International Expo. So fingers crossed we're just a few weeks away from seeing those. I'm excited to see what we do with all the different sets. Last week, Lego finished up the pre-orders for Bricklink Series 6, this one of the great series, and we now do have the numbers for the final amount of sets which were pre-ordered for each of the 5 sets. It'll probably be no surprise to anyone that the number 1 pre-order set is going to be the Outlaw Forester. This one was a great set and a great price tag as well. So this one actually got allocated 50,000 units, and of total 45,036 were pre-ordered. Next up, probably the second most anticipated one from this wave was going to be the Art Factory. This one and all the others stayed at 30,000 units, and this one 18,916 pre-orders were pre-ordered. Another great one was going to be the Goldmine Expedition. This one kind of a brand new Western set. This one 17,161. Out of a total, 30,000 units were pre-ordered for this one. Into the smallest set of the wave, which was going to be the Off-Road Adventure. This one was second least pre-ordered. This one still an impressive amount though of 13,980 pre-ordered units. And the biggest set of the wave, which was definitely the most expensive, being the Sequoia Tree Trail. This one was sadly the least pre-ordered. This one 10,288 units were pre-ordered out of the allocated 30,000. So in total 105,381 out 150,000 allocated unit sets were sold. So that is your rundown on Bricklink Series 6, and I'm sure it won't be long until we get to see Series 7 pre-orders starting up. Then onto the Lego Sonic theme, where it kind of quietly ticks away in the background. We get kind of 2 to 5 sets a year in all different sizes. Now thanks to Brickheadz, we know some information and descriptions on the new ones for 2026, including Sonic's car, that one coming in for $10 launching on January 1st. This one will just be a nice small $10 set with Sonic. You can see a description on screen now if you do want to pause to read that. The biggest set though is going to be Silver's car versus Knuckles' monster truck. This one for $40. Getting a big monster truck and Knuckles in the Sonic theme would definitely be welcome. There's also going to be a description on screen now if you want to read it. So Sonic continues to do a wide range of price tags, and like I said, both of those are launching on January 1st. Then in the last video I mentioned the brand new floating auto coming out for $120. I didn't forget the release date for that one, and some of you asked, so this one will be launching on March 1st of 2026. Then also some of you mentioned with those brand new kind of Australia and New Zealand and wildlife gift with purchase, not only is it a high threshold, but they also are glued together, so bear that in mind if you are going to be getting any of those over the coming weeks. So yeah, definitely a lot of exciting stuff on the way. I know I'm definitely excited for that brand new Stranger Things set. Will a lot of you be picking up that brand new Goonies set on November 1st? Of course, with the gift with purchase as well. Will that make you buy? Sweet Jammies looking amazing in 2026 so far with the DeLorean and rumoured sets. For the Gardens of the World, will it be another one-hit wonder, or will it be better than the Spanish Garden? And that brand new Star Trek minifigure is getting us excited, and that fish tank maybe a little bit expensive, and I cannot wait to see that brand new Chinese New Year stuff. There is so much good stuff coming on the way in the next few months. Some who's new Lego leaks and rumours, of course, as always, you can comment down below what are you excited for, what are you not. You can like the video, subscribe, and turn notifications for more Lego videos, Lego news videos. You watch any videos on screen now. Remember guys, keep clicking and bricking. I'll see you all later guys. Bye bye.